Hello, this is the pre-prelude to Beers of the Beano for Saturday the 26th of July 2025. It is overcast, a slight cooling breeze, but it's warm and it's dry, and I'm catching the 50 bus to Newport. Two things. I was led half the way to the bus stop by a black cat. He would sort of follow me and then run out ahead of me. Really nice little black cat, and blackberries are all over the place. Which is a sign. This was usually a sign when I was a nipper about going back to school, but now they seem to be out far earlier. Anyway, next stop for me, Costa coffee. Next video, the John Wallace Mike Blyrhman, for cheaper cask ales. See you in a little while. Hello, this is the prelude to Beers of the Beano for Saturday the 26th of July 2025. I'm in the John Wallace Blyrhman. It's about 8:30 and we already have a corker, a really good brew. And it's only £1.69 a pint. It's from Purple Moose Brewery from Porthmadog, and it's Dark Side of the Moose. Smells lovely. 4.6% alcohol by volume. Dark. So it's rich. There's hints of burnt notes, maybe a touch of coffee, and then you've got a bittersweet body. Slightly fruity, and that fruitiness continues on into the finish, where you get a slightly bitter, slightly burnt note finish. It kind of lingers. It is really nice. I'm not sure if nice is the appropriate terminology, but you could sort of sit here and just drink that all morning. Mind you, at £1.69, you probably could. So, what's the plan? Well, it's Newport, so it will be the Pen and Wig, then the Harbour Fishbar, and then over the bridge to Weird Dad's. Because if you don't use these places, you lose these places. And they are excellent. And they keep me going. Especially when they have brews like this. In Wales, drink Welsh. Cheers. Or Cwrw, which is Welsh for beer. So number 2 for the day. Rutland Beast. 5.3% alcohol by volume, badged as a mild. And at 5.3% at 9:30 in the morning, it's stronger than your average mild, and I could be asleep by lunchtime. Probably going to be the case. Anyway, so it is dark, but not as dark as some miles I've seen. Right, okay, so wooden floor, Mr. Manning. Slightly fruity aroma. Slightly malty. Quite fruity, actually. A little bit bittersweet. Tasty. I like it, actually. I think this is possibly fresh on. Nice full-bodied, bittersweet finish. It's B+ and a bit. Maybe a touch higher than that, I'm not sure. It's already a good day. Right, let's see me. Okay. Yeah. Sticks nose in it, gets foam on nose. Bulking up for winter. Absolutely. Yes, and it has been a while, but I am back in the Pen and Wig, Stowhill, Newport, where there seems to be some rugby on, and the place is packed out because there are 459 screens here. However, it is the home of Cask in Newport, and this is a new one. This is Vale Pale from Thomas and Milford from the Vale of Glamorgan. 4.3% alcohol by volume on cask. It's a real ale. Fruity on the nose. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so light. Maybe a little thin. Fruity, maybe grapefruit. Sharp, citrusy as well. Quite refreshing. I like that. I'm going to say B++ because it just works. It's simple, but it just works. And you've got a sort of long, fruity, bitter finish, which I like. It really works. Did I say it really works? I think I did. Anyway, so I've seen on Instagram there's a kit, a bundle of Vault City beers in the project. So, do I get the best of Caerphilly this afternoon, or do I go to Weird Dad? I'm torn. I'm really torn. But Vault City, I might just do it. I've got to go that way anyway. Follow this and see. Change of plan. Yes, there was a bit of a change of plan. I think it was Instagram. It was the socials anyway. And I saw there was a pile of Vault City in the project. Now, this is not quite a hybrid, but this is I was going to say twin city, but Newport is a city and Caerphilly is a town. But you get where I'm coming from. And I'm about 2/3 of the way home anyway. However, it's nearly 2 o'clock, so I'm about 2 hours late. So I might just stay here. So, stupid. White chocolate, raspberry, cherry, coconut cream smoothie sour. And it says, I don't know if you can see that, but on the sour scale it's 2, 6% alcohol by volume. It says to tip it upside down before you pour it and to store upside down. And when it pours out, it's extremely, extremely viscous. It does smell like a fruity, raspberry, coconutty smoothie. So some of the reviews I've said you can't really taste the white chocolate, and it's not particularly that sour. However, it is vegan friendly. Let's have a little go. Very, very gently sour. A hint of tartness. You get coconut. You get raspberries. I'm not sure about cherries and the white chocolate, unless that's a thickening agent. I agree with what's said on Untapped. Yeah, interesting. The tartness and the sourness are up front, straight onto the back of your throat. B++ and a touch. Yeah, very interesting. I don't know about refreshing, but certainly hits the mark. So that's 3.6 out of 5. Right, I'm going to do a short on this as well. And probably the next one will be Vault City as well, if I can afford it, because times are hard. An update from Mr. Double Chin. The last one I had was 2 on their sour scale. This one, let's have a look, is 3 on their sour scale. 7-year sour. It's a 7-year birthday party thing. 8.3% alcohol by volume. Coconut, passion fruit, peach, mango, marshmallow, vanilla, and cheesecake. And it's slightly viscous. It smells really fruity. And it is a lot more sour, a lot more tart, and it has a sort of peppery, sour finish. It's a B++. It's easily a B++. And there is such a lot going on there. This is definitely more of a sipper. I would say the gap between 2 and 3 is huge. Possibly this should be a 4. Anyway, yeah. These are great beers. And I could be falling over before long. So, I mean, look at that. There's incoherence already written all over me. Vault City from Edinburgh, 7-year sour, B++. Crash into a table. More Vault City soon. NASA, we have a problem. This is my last for the day, and my recording of the alcohol by volume stats has gone completely to pot. I think I might have pressed too many buttons. However, let's get on with the beer. Still a birthday beer. Stuffed Cosmic Space Dust. 6.2% alcohol by volume. Fusion of blueberry, strawberry, cherry, banana, and freeze-dried ice cream. According to the can, that's the stuff that they eat in space. And the project in Caerphilly now. It's a 2 on their sour scale. Chill, flip, roll, pour. Basically, if you don't, you get all the thickness in the bottom in the wrong place. So, here's the thing, it's a 2. So that shouldn't be very sour. Fruity and vanilla. Taste. Wow. Sharp, sour, tart. That's more like a 4 than a 2. So I have a feeling that their scale might be slightly out, completely out. Anyway, that's a B++. Little bit unbalanced. No sweetness. Lots of fruitiness. I'm not getting a whole lot of vanilla in here. One of the reviews said it was just vanilla and that was it. There is a lot going on in there, and some of the tastes I can't quite... But it is good. It is a B++, and it is a birthday beer. I may be a little bit late getting home. Anyway, the project, Vault City, the sun has now come out. I have washing on the line. It's been a good day. It's been a dual town and city day, and I've enjoyed it. I might have a sleep in tomorrow. A little bit. See you again. Bye-bye.